Hello and goodbye.
We should have entertained it a little bit more. I told you,
Dude, like,
I told you I
it's
like problems.
yo. She said education. She brought up a school. You reporting to daddy government. That's who y'all love. That's who y'all love. Y'all love daddy government. I don't.
I've been to a reservation before, y'all, and it was messy. It wasn't no type of, it wasn't no agriculture being practiced out there. It was just a lot of trailers and hoarders. It was a lot of stuff that was popping off up there in the red. So, yeah, it's quite unsanitary. So I'm just saying, just just because somebody been there doesn't mean just because you're there doesn't mean that means something. It's just like being at an apartment.
Educational purposes only. What's going on? Let me call
Hey, somebody tearing that booty up, ain't they? Oh my god, bro! If you just let it happen, you'll be okay. Just accept it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. That was hilarious. Dang, that was funny.
I told you I want problems.
Bro, I'm gonna shed a tear. I just shed a tear, man.
Oh
These
my
people are
god!
weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie, these folks is weird.
If that was trolling,
I'm so weird.
if that was trolling, I don't know what that was. That was crazy. That was better than when that girl came on Earth Speaks Live. I don't know what she was doing, but yeah, whoever he was, that was top tier.
Yo, that's funny, you guys. That's hilarious. Like, as you can see, y'all don't come up here and say anything important. You just come up here and just say complete rubbish and do stuff like that. That was embarrassing.
I'm gonna be good.
That was
I'm
completely
gonna be
embarrassing.
good. Let you know I'm recording for for my YouTube too.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I don't have that much time, but I really respect what you're doing. And I just wanted to say I was a teacher for 7 years. And the reason I quit was because my mindset was not about slavery and not teaching these kids that anymore. And there was no way out of that. So we are in that system and we're unfortunately stuck. But the only way that you can get out of it is to pull out. Pull your kids out and just homeschool them.
That's true. That's true. To keep it a buck, we've all been bamboozled. A lot of people have been used to oppress us because they got a better end of the deal, but ultimately it's actually backfiring
Exactly.
on everybody. I honestly think we need an apology, but I know we're not gonna get it.
No, we won't. I'm not from this country either, so I see things in a different perspective too. So when I saw teachers like me like behaving the way that they were,
Hmm.
it was just a shame. But listen, I got to go back to work. Thank you so much for letting me be on here. Appreciate you.
I'm back on, but like this
Hmm.
live is fucking embarrassing. Like you're saying shit that's not even fucking important.
What?
Yeah.
And you're
Okay.
fucking
Okay, all
racist
right.
as
Let's
hell
talk
for
about something
saying
that's
that
important.
natives are dirty.
Let's talk about how
You're
you
racist as
are you a
hell.
native?
That was so fucking
Are you a
racist.
native?
It doesn't matter if it was fucking
Are you a
for
native?
live. Yeah, it is.
Are
Yeah.
you a native?
Native or what?
Dang, I wanted to talk about why do the Native Americans traffic their
They
children
blocked
on.
her. One of the mods did that.
Dang, I wanted to entertain her. Like she said, let's talk about something important. Let's talk about how y'all be trafficking your own children on those reservations. Let's talk about something really important. Since y'all want to
Mm,
play those games,
wow. Wow. She said that she was a native of what? Like, what are you native of? Like, I'm trying to. Where are you from? People equating native to just America. You out your mind if you just think a native is just in America.
Hey guys, so yes, I am Native, And some of the stuff you guys are talking about, oh my God, you guys are so like wrong. So number one, don't get at me about education. The education I learned was from my elders and the stories that were passed down through oral traditions for thousands of years that we inhabited this land.
When you say
So,
thousands of years,
if
can you
you're
give me a
talking
personal
about my
date?
Western education, that was forced upon me because of genocide, cultural genocide. What I do know survived, and I was raised by my Muslims and my Cookums. Do you know what that means? That means my grandma and my grandpa. I was
How you
very
gonna ask him
raised
a
very
question then answer
differently.
the question immediately? One point, like one
I don't want to talk
nanosecond.
about like reservation problems. I'm not a fucking chief. I am
Okay,
just a member
okay. If you're
of
gonna come up,
you
listen,
guys.
listen. Order. I need order. Now listen.
No,
If
I
you're
want
gonna
to
come
listen
up,
to
if
you
you're
guys.
gonna come
You
Order.
up
want to
here,
listen to
we
me.
need order.
I am the matriarch, and this is not how we do things
Hey,
in this
this is my
society. You
brother's
guys need to
live.
listen to the
If you're gonna come
women.
up on my
Now
brother
you need to
live and you
stop
want us to
talking over
understand,
me
you come
because I know
peacefully.
there is an issue with black.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Look, let me set the record straight for the next neighbor to come up here. If you're gonna come up here and you want us to understand you, feel you, all that mess, please come peacefully. Ask a question. Do not answer the question in 1.0. I mean 0.1 nanosecond. Don't do that. Like that's crazy. Like at this point, I tell you, I'm not a sympathizer. My brother may entertain your emotion, or I don't know, but me, I come on, man. Just if you want us to understand you, just have a clean dialogue.
Order.
We need order. Eric
Order.
Davis.
Order. That's what we need. We trying to figure out what the French toast is going on because a lot of y'all, like what y'all just did, get up on the live, y'all get up on this live, and y'all don't actually say anything with no type of value. So we just trying to figure out like what's really going on when y'all gonna do something. When y'all gonna actually say something with some type of good information.
And bro, where they getting this education from? She said her elders. So what your elders say is greater than what our elders say. That's crazy.
hmm
Hmm?
Y'all stay trying to y'all stay trying to disprove that we was, that we wasn't here, that we Africans, et cetera. Like that's getting old, bro. We know what's going on.
I,
It's really not up for debate. I'm really just playing with y'all. This
okay,
really not up for debate.
okay, check this out. The first expedition that came to the East Coast was Giovanni di Verrazzano. He came to North
hmm
Carolina and he stated, I'm giving y'all sources. This is the proof. Go to the Internet Archives and download his memoir, and he will tell you, yes, he is a colonizer, a Moor, right? So if you go download his book, his memoir, his journal, he will tell you the first Indians that he ran into look exactly like the Ethiopians. He said they got thick lips and short hair. We talking 15 what? 15 something. Now, the other people, um, who's the next one? Who's the next one? William Penn, the one that went to Pennsylvania and New York and sat around the Indians for approximately 40 years. He gave a brief description of the Indians as well. He said they had thick lips, a complexion black with an E at the end, and short hair. I mean, I got a lot of colonizers that gave a brief description on what the Indians look like. It's crazy that y'all talk about education, but y'all can't pull out a book from the colonization time to talk about history. I mean, what's up with y'all? So what education is y'all
Yeah,
talking about? Cause we
I
got
be
the
waiting
books.
for them.
Cause as soon as we got the books, guess what they say, Monty? That's colonizing. As
Yep.
if that's a lie.
I'm telling you, man. They be like, "Oh, go to daddy government for a DNA test. Go to daddy government for your information. But don't go to daddy government to say, oh, y'all was indigenous. Completely ignore all of that. All of those
Look,
books, all those artifacts, et cetera, et cetera.
that the government said we reclassified the Indians as colored. I would entertain all you Native Americans. Show me your birth certificate. Those of y'all that did not migrate. No, not you. Your great grandparents, approximately around 1920, around the Racial Integrity Act. During the time of the Racial Integrity Act, those of y'all that was on the other side of the Mississippi, I'm talking about Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia. Can y'all please show me your grandparents' birth certificates? Y'all can mark out their names and all that other stuff. That's cool. Well, no, keep their names. Keep their names. You can mark out their locations of where they lived or over there like that. Don't be going out there stealing people's birth certificates now. But what I want you to do
Mhm.
is pull out those old birth certificates and show me on the ethnicity part where it says color. The people that Walter Plecker said he said he reclassified all Indians as colored, the ones that did not want to migrate to Oklahoma. So that's what we want to see. If you could show us that evidence and show us a picture of of your grandparent, your great
Hold
great,
on.
that'd be the third generation back. If your grandparents being called a color or an N word, I would shut up. I would stop talking about this. I would stop
Me too.
indigenous erasure. What
Me
you
too.
call?
Hey,
You could take my word on it. Show me that, and I will stop indigenous erasure.
come on now. Let's see it. Let's see it. We want to see y'all. We want to see what y'all got to say. We want to see that y'all was the first prisoners of war in the colonies, and then we came in the 1800s, and we just somehow started looking different from the people in West Africa and just started populating, overpopulating y'all. Let's figure that out. Let's do it right now. Anybody got any
When I
volunteers?
say Native
Anybody with
American, I'm
star
not
power?
talking about the N words. I'm not talking about y'all that look like me. I'm talking about the ones that look Asiatic, Eskimo like, the ones that look like they from Siberia. Y'all know what the
Mhm.
scientists said about y'all, and y'all trying to change it up now. I'm talking about y'all that live all the way over there in Arizona, Nevada, Minnesota, California, Washington, Oregon. I'm talking about all of you.
Mhm. They don't. Y'all really don't have nothing to say, bro. Like really, any native, go tag a native right now. Send it to the natives right now. Anybody on the reservations, we gonna talk to them right now.
You
We gonna talk
native,
to them.
yeah. Of course, you're native. Of course, I'm a native too. Monty's a native. My children is native. My mom is native. Heck, Donald Trump is native. Joe Biden is native.
Hmm.
Everybody that was born in America is native. Because if you go look at the legal definition of native, it just means a citizen or subject that owes allegiance to the government that is born in this country. That's all native mean. Y'all
Yep.
cannot use a Google definition as a legal definition.
Everyone is a native. Everyone
Go pick up a Black Law Dictionary and go look at the word native, people. I encourage you to go do that. Hey, I've seen this person before.
said.
I just want to say, like, being a first person from this nation on the United States, it's not saying that just because you're born in the United States, just because you're Native American, the first people who were born here before anything that like colonization has happened don't claim as being Native. Like you said, Trump is Native, Biden is Native, but they aren't because they don't have Native blood in them.
There's no such thing as native blood. That's why y'all got misconstrued by the government. That's
No,
Oh
not.
but
my
there
That's
God.
is
nothing.
though.
That's
Like
that's a
there
misnomer.
is though.
It's a misnomer. Y'all wasn't called natives until around 1970. What was they calling you before that?
Oh, chill on the name calling in the comments for a second.
Come on now. You talking to a scholar here, a person that know history, real evidence. I could pull books all the way from the 1600s to prove you wrong. Go learn the education before you speak to me about this thing, because I've been studying this for about a good old 3, 4 years now. I'm talking about legal, from misnomer to whatever. So what was they calling you
Hmm.
before 1970?
It doesn't matter
Yes,
though.
it
Like
does matter because there's a paper trail in Congress. Why you think? All right, check this out. Why you think black people can easily, for example, I can easily go get me a one of those indigenous cards right now. Literally right now, it's easy for us. They don't do the have what they call it one drop rule or you have an Indian. They don't do that bullshit no more. You know that, right? I can go get one next week if I want to. I got so many certificates. I mean, so many census records of my grandparents Freeman's and being on the Dawes Road, Chickasaw Dawes Road for Oklahoma and also in the Indian Territory, especially in Mississippi, especially in Louisiana, especially in the Muskegee, even though that's a language, but they falsely call it a nation. I got all this stuff. I could easily go get a card today. But you know why I don't do that? It's because I don't want to be subject to any feudal lords. I want to be completely allodial. That's what y'all fail to realize. Y'all still subject to the United States government. They can kick you off the reservations anytime, any day. Y'all have a contract. It's in Congress. I don't understand why y'all don't understand. I don't understand why y'all don't speak on this because it's public. It's public information. Why y'all being ignorant to this information?
Ooh, yikes.
Surely your grandparents told you about this. I ran into a couple of Native Americans where I live, and they told me this. They ain't
Anything you have to
disrespectful like
say?
y'all on this website. Y'all just big boy talking all this mess. Like, what's up? Tell the real truth.
Honestly, I do not have time to waste
Of course,
about
that's the
anything
thing.
like this.
That's
No,
the statement of
mm-mm.
an ignorant person.
I can't.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, since you don't have time, I don't know why you're still here. Thank you.
So everybody, what
You had time.
learning?
She had
All the
time to get up and
information
try
I
to
just
correct
produced right
us.
there from Tom, from basically from my mental. Y'all don't know nothing. What evidence you provided? You were so flabbergasted that you couldn't even say anything. But only thing you can do is just mock and ridicule. That's a
Yup.
sign of defeat.
Where they at?
That's why y'all don't challenge me on my panel, but y'all go to my brother. I'm here to defend my brother because y'all keep bullying him, and he know a lot of information. But he's a peaceful brother. I'm the violent one. I'm ready.
Not well.
I stand 10 toes down for my brother Monty. But I ain't violent like I'm gonna come at you with a freaking tomahawk. I'm violent like I'm with it with the knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the words that come out of your mouth, with you know, not with actions. And this is for educational purposes only, and entertainment purposes only.
Combative. Yeah, that's the whole point of the debate. You got to be combative. You got under
Yeah.
debate. You got to have three things. It's under three categories: pathos, logos, and ethos. Emotional. Then you got your informative, and you need your expert evidence as well. A lot of Native Americans, y'all don't use all three. Y'all just use which one? I think it's ethos. No, it's pathos. That's the emotional point of view. Y'all don't use the other two. I use all three.
Good gracious alive.
And a lot of y'all talk
Can
about
we get
education. Shoot, you learned this in reading comp. Was it reading comp one? Comp one about pathos, logos, and ethos.
they still don't want to do it. Well, you know what's crazy? We how can we get a native up in here, or a brother or sister that don't agree, and we can talk to them and really lay it down? Can we do that?
And those of y'all that think I'm slow, I have a bachelor degree. I mean, even though your degree don't mean you're very smart or anything like that. You're just indoctrinated in a certain area. But I got a bachelor degree in criminal justice. I know a lot about law. That's why I talk about law a lot, criminal
Man,
offenses and
Bronco
things like
Pride.
that.
I don't know why people commenting about Bronco Pride. All she do is yell. She just yells and stuff like that. She has no self control when she talks.
Brown girl, probably she.
I'm gonna
I
let
don't
y'all
even
go.
know why she's even a factor anymore. The Native Americans don't even claim her. That's why I don't even
That's
talk about her
crazy.
no more. Like they booking, they all fighting against one another. So, well, some of them claiming her. The ones I saw don't claim her. So,
Y'all learn
what I talked to her about her being a Pueblo Indian, and I told her
the
who the
white
real
man's book.
Pueblo Indians was nothing more than Moors. Moors that became Indians. She got our Be For Real's panel once I gave her the information about the Pueblo Indians. You're not a Pueblo Indian. Those are black Moors who falsely called themselves Pueblo Indians.
Yo,
Hello, Sati. How you say your name? Sativa.
I don't,
Sative.
I don't know. But you said American Indians are black people with proof. Like, where's your proof?
It's actually all throughout my page. And even if you wait, let's take care of one thing.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm First Nations. I live in Canada.
You First Nations and you're from Canada.
Yep.
So do you know anything about the eastern border of the United States?
Not really.
Okay. When the establishment of the colonies, it was in the eastern border, correct?
Okay.
You know that, right?
Uh, no, not really.
Yeah, okay. So the colonies from all the way up in the north, all the way down to Florida, all of that, they was going to war with the American Indians. Those American Indians are black people.
But how?
Can,
How many slaves do you think came to America?
No, I looked it up and like everything on Google says like we're from Eurasian descent or something. So I'm just confused like where you're getting this from.
I said black people.
No, I'm talking about Native Americans, like indigenous
that's
people.
a difference. There's a difference between Native American, indigenous, and native,
Yeah.
especially in the legal terms. That's why they never called them American Indians before. They only called them Native Americans. If you go all the way back, they actually called them Mongol Americans. I'm talking like 17th century. But every time we say something like that, they say, "Oh, it's indigenous erasure." They wasn't even calling you indigenous in the 1800s. All this stuff kicked off in the 1970s.
Possibly. Yeah, sure did.
Like they called us African American in the 1970s. They wasn't even calling us that back then.
So your people migrated from Eurasia, correct? Because I've heard the stories.
Yeah.
Exactly. So our history is that we come from Aslan. We come
Oh,
from
wait.
the
Are you
we
like trying to say that you guys are like Native American?
No,
Like you think you're Native American because
no. I just told you there's a
Native American.
difference. Native American didn't come into existence until around 1970. African American did not come into existence until 1970.
I'm sorry, I'm just confused. Like what's your point?
My point is, let,
Like
let me just do it from my side. When the Native
okay.
Americans arrived, they gave the title first people, but they are not the first people. How you the first people
But
hold on. How you the first people when there was pyramids, artifacts, all types of things that was here way before their arrival that predates 16,000 years, that predates 20,000 years. For example, the Guadalupe woman in Texas was found in a Miocene strata, which is dated to be 25 million years old, that predates the Lucy bone, which was a modern human bone. I don't know why they don't recognize it, but they took it off the
yo,
shelf.
to
They
be honest,
hold
to
on,
be honest,
hold on, let me
I
let me
kind
finish.
of just I kind of can I just say something?
Nuh-uh. Let me finish this statement. This is the last thing I'm gonna say.
No, I kind of just don't care anymore, so I'm just gonna
The
go.
Guadalupe woman was a Negro. Exactly. You see that? Why we keep getting people that don't know education? They don't know nothing. They keep asking for research and they go to Google for like, oh, Google is the master. It got all the evidence. Google
Mm-hmm.
have been caught lying, people. They're paid
Google
by
is
they are
successful.
literally owned by elites. They're literally owned by elites to change the narrative of a lot of things. Y'all know this by now. Yeah, but when it goes against your beliefs, oh, Google is the truth.
Yeah, Google is their god, and their daddy is the government.
Google says the Egyptians was white. Do you believe that? Do you
Anybody
believe?
else?
Okay,
Anybody else? She had to skedaddle, just like old girl, the previous one. They had to skedaddle. Couldn't take the heat. Couldn't take the heat. Too much.
come on now. If
Anybody
Google
else?
lies about certain things, you can't trust it. You got to pick up an old book. That's what I keep telling people.
If you're
His,
trying to get up here,
History cannot be updated.
you need a profile picture to get up here. And hold on, brothers and sisters that want to get on the panel. This is a special live tonight. Okay. I'm not about to immediately let it people on so we can get to talking. We already know what we know. I'm trying to get to the people that don't know what's going on. For the next week, I'm about to be on a ASS with this stuff. Because they've been stitching my videos and now I'm coming. Like I was doing last year, I'm on y'all. Y'all gonna quit playing with me.
Can a scholar come up here? somebody that actually have true evidence. You know what I'm saying? Not a person that's seeking evidence, a person that has their own evidence to combat what we have. Because all y'all coming up here, y'all some Google scholars, the first link scholars, Wikipedia scholars.
No indigenous person says Indian. Y'all are hilarious. You using indigenous and Indian in the same sentence. You speak in English. Doesn't matter. We're using it to describe
Bro,
something.
it's because they was never called Indians. That's the thing. That you notice they trying to eliminate the word powwow. We know that the word powwow goes to the Powhatan Indians, and they know the Powhatan Indians was literally are the N words. It was documented many times. How you got that word powwow from? Where you get that word from? It's a lot. It's a
Interesting.
lot of stuff that y'all try to change, like the Washington Redskins. It was obvious that the Washington Redskins was an N word. Y'all wanted to change that. It wasn't because it was offensive. It was
Yep.
because it was too obvious.
Yep. Sure was. Even the stuff with the Cleveland Indians. People not paying attention. Look at the logos. Look at everything. Indians was always portrayed to be of a dark complexion, a ruddy complexion, not a yellowish tint. No, 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 no.
For the person that
They
said I
didn't
was
have.
brought here on a boat, you was brought here on a petri dish. Now what? One's real, one's not.
Cheve, or I don't know how to say your name.
Good afternoon, boys.
We're not boys. Don't say that. We're not no.
Good
Slave.
afternoon, gentlemen.
Man,
Hush.
I ain't gonna be. I'm gonna be a buck, man. I thought you was a woman with that profile picture. I had to get your
Hey.
ass back. What you got to say?
Oh no, I'm just gonna clarify. The reason for my complexion is just my long hair. That's why. So, please. This is a panel of education, correct?
Yes, what you came to
Excuse me. Well, there. Sorry. Hold on.
tell me the
Hold
industry.
on.
Tell me the inconsistencies and the lies that we are spilling, so we can go ahead and combat it. So we can go ahead and get you out of here.
Lies
We know what you're
and
moving in. I already recognize your spirit. So come on,
misinformation.
come on.
Oh, you recognize me. So, what exactly are you looking for? I'm rather curious
No,
on
don't
what
come
your angle
curious.
is.
Tell us the information what you wish to provide. I'm not here to teach you. I'm here to hear your information and combat it.
So, you want to combat my
Yes,
information. I thought this was a learning panel.
yes.
But I do agree there are some various points you gentlemen are hitting on. But I also feel, or I've noticed that you are
There we go. You was misinformed.
Dude,
No, you are misinformed. I wish you kept them though. I wish you
I didn't
kept
do
them.
that. That was a mod. That
Man,
was a
who
mod.
do it? Hey, anybody that come up here on the family, look, this my brother live. I can't run it.
No,
But
I told him to stop doing that. I'm gonna have to literally go like erase everybody. I don't know
yo,
what we're doing.
stop that,
Just
man.
chill. Just chill.
I love doing that, doc. We get straight to the point. Who dropped him?
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. He said, "Y'all got some
Let's
good."
relax a little bit.
He said, "Y'all got some good points." Didn't even tell us the points, but you're misinformed. I love
Hey,
that's my favorite word that they say.
we we still waiting, man. We still waiting. Who's the next? We telling the minds they're gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? Be chill. But we waiting on the next person. Where the natives at? Where you at, man? We waiting.
I hope,
Where
yeah,
y'all at?
somebody say he dropped himself. I hope he ain't dropped himself to make it seem like we kicked him, because a lot of people do that stuff too. Nobody can kick you. I love discussing and combating, but if you got some information that could top mine, then sure, I would shut up.
It looked like he was about to like. Oh, and people like the video, and this is for educational purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Look, bro,
TikTok.
I've seen this time and time again on my sister Be For All live. They come in and talk about they come up here and say educate me, or I'm just trying to learn, I'm just trying to understand. That's a whole lie. That's a lie. You came with a motive, you came with an agenda. So we're trying to get straight to the point.
It's actually, yo, and it's actually both. It's entertainment and educational. Can you not see that? Can you not see that? It's educational and entertainment. Okay, and I'm saying that for TikTok. Anybody else want to prove us wrong? Because y'all been really going at it while we've been taking a break. Y'all been stitching my videos, going hella crazy,
I mean,
going hella crazy.
what's crazy?
Hey, Kylie. Oh, nah, you ain't one of us. I don't really care about that. What's going on?
It's really gaslighting on their part because they know a lot of our ancestors was in their rest and they kicked all of our people out for the sake of money.
Sure did.
If
They
they
trying to do
if
it to the
they
Seminoles.
the more people they kick out, the more money they get.
Sad,
And
disgusting.
they ain't want us having a piece of their pie. I'll talk about our ancestors. So I'm just saying, like, it's really gaslighting because y'all know the history. Y'all know what y'all people did. And y'all come up here like y'all clueless.
What is this?
Job,
Battle Axe.
jobs. I have a business.
Battle.
I got a business.
I really want to talk to the Hebrew Israelite brothers as well. The ones that think we come from Africa. What's going on, Battle Axe?
What's going on, man? Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna start off and just say something. Um, we if you go look at it, what was transpiring with the runaways and slavery, there
Mm-hmm.
was there was there was two classes of runaways. They had Native Americans. They would run away also when they had the Native Americans first in slavery when they first came over here. But then when they had the Africans in slavery, or we'll just say for the sake of the conversation, the dark-skinned people, us, in slavery, there was a difference between the Native Americans runaways and our runaways, which was the Native Americans, they knew the geographics better than the white man. So they were able to get away. They had a 90% success rate in their runaways. Versus the Africans, we had a 90% failure in the runaways because we didn't know the geographics.
Wait,
We didn't
I
know the geographics. We didn't know where we were at. We got
Who was the
lost.
African?
I'm just saying the blacks or whatever it is that you want to say that we are, I'm going to say
That's not
that
true.
too.
We owned a lot of land and everything here, way back in the 1600s, all the way up. That is absolutely not true.
If we did own the land, then that would not that
If
would
we
go
own the
against
land,
the
that
fact
means
that
we
we
know the
got. Hold
land.
on, let me say it. Let me say I didn't say that we didn't buy any land, brother. I said we got lost when we ran away. I don't know how you jumped to us owning land. If we owned this land, we wouldn't have got lost in it.
Who said we was running?
I'm telling you about the slave runaways. Like
There was no slave
so how was
runaways.
this?
Those American Indians that was fighting to free their people.
Hell,
I don't
You
know
got.
what you're doing. You're changing the dynamics of what I'm saying.
I'm
And
just educating you on it.
just historically speaking, we did run away. We had slave
My
runaways.
family ain't ran away for
But
nothing.
but 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 the blacks got caught when the Native Americans they they actually were successful 90% of the time when they attempted to flee because they knew the geography and blacks would run around in circles.
Brother,
They didn't know the
bro,
geography.
brother.
where'd you get that information from?
Yes.
I do a lot of research. I do a lot of research. You can check this out in the Tuskegee Institute. You can check this out with the
Oh,
Cambridge
articles.
University. You
Articles.
no, these are no, they're not articles. This is studies from research from educational and academic
That was our
fields.
articles. You talking about
Those are not articles. I'm
websites.
telling you, these are studies.
Those are
These are
websites.
no, I'm not talking about articles, brother. I'm talking about university studies
Articles, brother.
and lectures that was actually documented, recorded, and then supplied to the web. You can look up these things.
Articles. That's what an article is, bro. I'm telling you.
It's
That
not an
it's a
article,
college.
man.
All right. If I go online and I click a website, that's a college website, right? And they deliver a study on that. What is that called?
That what I was looking at. Those are actually called the lectures. These are the teachings that you're going to go. You're going to pay top dollar to go to this school to learn, so you can actually get a job teaching the same things.
Okay, check this out. Do you
You
know
got to
who
pay
John?
money
Do you
to
know who
learn
John D.
these. You got to
Rockefeller
pay
is?
money to learn these things.
Do you know who John D. Rockefeller is?
Yeah, I know who John D. Rockefeller is.
What did John D. Rockefeller do?
John D. Rockefeller, he is the uh the owner of the bank system, or he's a part of this bank system. He's a
Oh
part of the whole secret society,
no.
the richest people of the world.
Okay, cool. But what he did in the education system? What happened in
You can
1920?
be specific and just say what he did instead of trying to truth bait me.
I'm
Just
not
say
truth
it.
bait you. Say you know what he did.
I, hey, he probably did a lot of things. You can be
Oh, okay, it's
specific,
clear you don't
so
know.
you don't have
Basically,
to
he
try to
dropped
appeal to the street.
$100 million in a general board of education to change the subject, to change the studies, to change people's locations, all these type of things, to change the people's nationalities, teach lies. All the lies came from him. Everything in school today is nothing but pseudo lies. It's nothing but pseudo history. They had
But
documentaries on this thing. Everything in school
what
is
you're
literally
saying is
taught as a lie.
considered pseudo. But what you're saying is considered the
Everything
pseudo.
that the college produces is lies, bro. It's doctrination. If you want to know true history, you
That
got to
ain't
go.
true, man.
If you got to go, if you want to know true history, you got to pick up the memoirs during the time of when that event was taking place, not some college study. We
That's not the truth. You can go even look at the slaves' testimonies. They got testimonies from slaves that lets you know. Like you can go
Bro,
study
it
Ola
was
Uda.
less than thirty
You
thousand
can you can
Africans that
go
came
study
here.
Ola. You can study Ola Uda, who wrote an autobiography
I didn't
by
say
himself of his life, and he said
I
that
didn't say Africans did not come here. You're
he
saying
said that we
you're
was
saying
brought
listen,
over here in slavery.
listen. You're trying to base us all in the African group. Only 30,000 Africans came here. Actually, less than 30,000 Africans came here due to tangible
Four
record.
thousand.
Do
That's
Four
not
thousand.
true, man. They were that doesn't even make sense when they were sending shiploads of slaves packed like sardines
who told you that?
for let me finish for 285 years straight.
Who told you that?
Just to transport some people for a month straight. Say we're gonna just start transporting Americans to Italy right now. And we're
Mm.
gonna do that just for 3 months straight.
You can't
You know how many people that would
you can't
be?
talk about this and now. You can't talk about I mean you
No, I'm
can't
just
talk about
letting you know.
present time and 16 whatever.
Yes, you can.
No, you
I'm
can't.
because I'm trying to give you a comparison that is actually could be like real time based.
What type of
So
technology do
just
we
so
have today?
just so you can get a better understanding about slavery.
Okay,
You know,
back in those days, look, listen. Let me explain a little thing to you. It takes up to 3 days for wood to rot in water. It took approximately 6 months for those alleged what you call ships to come here. Now, I want you to use your head. You're under let's talk about roots. Let's talk about roots, the fake history of roots. They packed under the ship like sardines, like you say, unable to
it's
move,
true.
unable. Roots is not real. They already had a lawsuit on it. But like I said, they was packed under the. They was packed in the ship, like you said. Can't move. People pregnant, not eating, gangrene, shitting and pissing on each other, and you telling me they came over here very healthy.
No, what it is that you put an over exaggeration
That's
on the
not an over
conditions of the
exaggerating, bro.
slave.
If I
Let
lay
me
on my
say it.
couch for
If
six
you,
months
I thought
straight
you
and
were
don't
done.
move, I'm not gonna have bed sores
You
and I'm gonna
paused for a
have
good moment. I
problems.
thought it was my. You paused for a good moment. I was trying to respond to what you said. This is not an interrogation, is it?
It's ignorant, and you know that
No, but is this an
you know
interrogation or are
dang
we
well
having
that's
a
not
conversation?
possible.
Is this an interrogation or are we having a conversation? Are you going to allow me to respond to the comments you make?
Go ahead, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. Come on now. All right, no. So the conditions on the slave trip that you were saying, that's false, man. Those people was able to get off the slave, get off from the bottom parts of the slave trade, just like prison. You ain't catching gangrene unless you've been injured with a deep wound. Other than that, you're not going to catch gangrene.
He just said
Who
they
did
was
that?
somebody did that.
Yeah, somebody did that. It was
Listen.
goddess.
I can't
It
believe
was goddess. It
I
was goddess.
I can't believe that you believe that it takes 6 months.
Hey, you
They
guys, y'all
they
just did something that I
y'all please stop dropping people, even if
that
they.
was a brother. That was a brother. That was a brother. I'm about to remove some people. That was just nah. Like that was a brother. That was
This live isn't for y'all. Y'all not up here on the panel. Y'all can't do that. That's his live. You can't drop people that he want to talk to, even if the person irritating you. Everything is for educational purposes
He was a brother.
because
He
that
was a brother. So it's because take it like this. If that was me and I didn't know this information, he's attached to a system of belief of religion. Y'all just want everybody to convert right off the bat. We sow seeds and then the people leave, whether they don't agree right off the bat. The seed is sown, but if we don't have time to tell them valuable information that will actually get them on our side, then that's unfortunate and that's called being prideful. I'm not with that, man. I'm just not. That's not even cool. He don't know the information that we know, so you can't treat him like that.
Hello,
Hey, how's it going?
what's up? So wait, I read your screen here
Mhm.
and I saw like American Indians